So I welcome you to a new bike ride today on Real Time Nature channel. We are doing a round bike trip from Holzkirchen in Upper Bavaria. It's called Round Schaftlach or Rundum Schaftlach in German. So we are in Upper Bavaria region, close to the Alps. It's also called Voralpenland, this region, which basically means the region before the Alps. I think you can already see the mountains in front of us. And we will do this tour, Rundum Schaftlach or around Schaftlach, starting from Holzkirchen. The official tour starts from Shaftlach, from the train station in Shaftlach. If you do it from Shaftlach, the tour is about 28 kilometers long, but from Holzkirchen it's about 38 to 40, depending from where you start in Holzkirchen. So the tour is a circuit around Shaftlach, like the name says. You can also start the tour in Warngau. There is also a train station there. So if you're coming by train, you have these three possibilities to start: Shaftlach, Warngau or Holzkirchen. But Holzkirchen lies not directly on the trail, so you have to, at the beginning, you have to ride 5 or 6 kilometers just to be on the trail. We are now exiting Holzkirchen and are going to Warngau. You can see the mountains, Wendelstein. That's a very nice area to bike. It's hilly but not so hilly, like I like to say. So you have some height differences, altitude differences, but it's not a lot usually. And you have a very nice view to the mountains almost all of the way. The region is very nice to travel here in the region by bike. You have very well signed routes, but as I said also in the previous video, it's better also to have the track on a GPS watch or on your smartphone. You see, that's how the landscape looks here. A lot of farms, cows. Now we have some horses. Actually, this part of Holzkirchen here is well known for the horses. There are also competitions for horses here. It's the place to be for the fans of this kind of sports. We are now entering Lochham. It's a small village. The tour is mostly on asphalt, but there are also some unpaved sections. So I think it's not really feasible to do it with a road bike. So it's better to have a trekking bike. I'm doing the tour with a mountain bike. It's maybe too much, but that's the bike I have, so I'm doing everything with it. All the tours here. You see in front the Taubenberg hill. I will also try to film a trail over there. I've done once. It's very nice. There you have to climb a little bit. And now we are going under B308. that links the motorway A8 with Tegernsee area. There is a little bit of traffic now. Evening rush hour. But it will get better as we proceed, as we go outside this inhabited area of Holzkirchen. Actually, from here on it should be better. Surely there are some cars, but not so much. You can see now Taubenberg. In front of us. The hill, the top is at 896 meters. Holzkirchen lies at around 690, and we are now on a little climb to Warngau, where we'll meet the track, the official track of the tour. Warngau lies at about 730, 740 meters. It's like 50 meters height difference to Warngau. As you see, nice pastures here, agricultural land, but it's a very productive agriculture here in Upper Bavaria. Mostly based on growing animals, not so much cereals also here in Upper Bavaria. A little bit of corn sometimes. Cows are the most important agricultural income here, I think. So we have a very nice weather today. There is a little bit of wind. We have it from behind now, and it's okay because we are climbing, and on the way back, even if we have the wind, front wind, will go down, so should not be a problem. But it's sunny, temperature around 24-25 degrees, a little bit too warm for me. I like temperature of around 20-22 when I'm doing sport, but it's still okay, and I think it will get cooler as we get into the evening. The tour is supposed to last around 2 hours. Now it's around 5 p.m. So let's admire a little bit area. Nice green grass. Like I said also in a previous video, it rains a lot here, and it's very good for agriculture. I mean, as an outdoor freak, it could be a little bit more sunny for my preference, but I got used to it, and I'm going outside also by bad weather. Of course, if it's stormy, I wouldn't go, but if it's just raining a little bit, it's no problem for me. And we have nowadays very good weather, very good equipment for every weather, so it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, now you see Benedictine Wand up there, a little bit of Karwendel, Hirschberg mountains, Buchstein, as our Bavarian Alps. Very nice area. You will see on my channel on Real-Time Nature a lot of many tracks in the area, because it's not far from where I live, and I'm very often in the mountains or on the bike, just explore what's around here. I'm quite new to the area. Came 3 years ago here, 4 years ago in Bavaria, but just less than 3 years since I'm here. I'm living here in Upper Bavaria, and there are still corners that I don't know, sure. There are still mountains, a lot of mountain peaks to go. So now we are on a small bypass of Warngau. Don't go through it, as we are getting closer to the official route. You'll see many cows and many farms during this bike tour. So it's here. That's how the area looks. And now we turn right here. I mean, there are more possibilities to go from Holzkirchen to Warngau. I've chose just one of them. I'll show you another one when we are going back. And another small hill. A somewhat bigger hill we'll have after Warngau. And the Taubenberg is very nice to do mountain biking there. A lot of mountain bikers on weekends. And a lot of road bikers on these roads. And now we enter Upper Warngau, and we'll meet our route here. slightly descent to the center of the village, and we go left here to Wall and ein Haus. Here, and we are on course. There's a nice church here, a restaurant in the center where you can stop and drink or eat something. Gasthof zur Post, looks nice. And another one here, ice cream. And we start a climb here. As I've told you, after Warngau we start to climb. Things are about 100 meters to climb until the top of the hill. And the top is not here in front of us, it's much further, but the steepest hill is now. It will get better. From now on. Nice view of the mountains. We are on the local road MB10. I can go through there. Just stay on the road. And a small downhill. This farm on the left should be pretty big. A lot of cows there. Church here between the villages. I don't know too much about it, but should be pretty old, I think, I guess. There is no village here. It's really between the villages. Maybe if you know some stuff about it, you can write a comment, so that everybody knows what's here. A new pavement on the road to Reicham. You can go also through Reicham, but the official route is here on this road. The village of Reicham lies on a hilltop, small hilltop. So the total height difference on this bike route, bike trip, is about 300 meters. So it's not so much, but it's still something. I mean, it's a good training. And we are still climbing. As I've told you, it's quite long, this climb, but it's much less steeper now. And here on the left you can go to Taubenberg, to this hill I showed you before. Taubenberg. Right, Ham village on the right. We have more asphalt in the first half of the route, and more unpaved sections on the second. I think now we have reached the top of this long hill, and I think I'll make a little stop on this bench. I like this bench. I was here a few times. Looks nice. So, after drinking a little bit of water, we go back on track. You can see the nice mountains around, from Benediktenwand, Hirschberg, Guffert. Guffert is the closest mountain over 2,000 meters from Munich. If you will go as a crow flies, so direct line as the closest one. And that's in Austria. So many people don't know this, but it's like this. Buchstein, Tegernsee hut, mountain hut, and Neureuth and Gindelalm in front of us. This mountain pastures there, and a nice downhill. Ho ho, yibbidi-bida. The wind is quite powerful, but I hope it brings you in a nature feeling as you are watching the video. I prefer to let the sounds of nature like they are. And also I don't edit on my movies the quality. I mean sometimes I have to cut some parts, but in order to protect the privacy of other people or so, but I don't edit the colors or stuff like this. So I show you exactly like the nature is through the lenses of my GoPro. There are very nice houses in Upper Bavaria. It's very nice to live here. I think I'll tell you in every video like how nice it is to live here in the area, but it's truly like this. There's no fake about it. That was a small village of ein Haus. They are now going to Benloch. And in front of us is a Taubenberg bridge. Very nice for trail running, this bridge. I've done once. Fortunately, I had no camera. I've done quite a few tours here, mountain tours or bike rides here in the region, but unfortunately haven't filmed them. But never is too late. It's never too late to start. There are a lot of small groups of houses here in Upper Bavaria, in this region, and there are also bigger villages, but sometimes you see just 2 or 3 houses in the field. 2 or 3 houses there, 2 or 3 houses there, some forest in between, some fields, cows. It's a very peaceful area. I mean, if you're stressed at work, it's perfect to do such an after work tour here. We have this possibility. That's why the area is very popular for tourists. On weekends, there are a lot of people coming here, mostly from Munich, but also from farther away from Germany. I guess the altitude here is about 800 meters high, or just close to it. It's maybe 780. I mean, my watch shows also the altitude, but it's not so precise. I mean, plus minus 40-50 meters. Or you have to calibrate before you start, but I don't do it every time. And here we go right to Gmund am Tegernsee. And here left Gmund, 5.8 kilometers. And that's a nice ride here. We are on a much smaller road, no traffic here. That's my kind of road for bike trips. Wow, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Now we have to go also up. After a downhill comes an uphill. Burg is the name of this group of houses. A lot of flowers, painted houses, like it should be in Upper Bavaria. And down again. A total pleasure to ride here, a bike. Another group of houses, and we are close now to the national road B472. We will go underneath the national road, so go left here. And there was also a sign here, rund Shaftlach. And now we have crossed this road. B472, it's quite an important road in the region. It goes from Irschenberg for motorway A8 over Miesbach, Bad Tölz. It crosses the motorway A95 and goes further to Peißenberg, Schongau until Markt Oberdorf, where it meets B12. It's also acts like a southern bypass, further bypass of Munich. If you're coming from Austria and are going to Allgäu region, so Zahlersberg distillers. Don't know what they distillate here. Some Bavarian whiskey maybe, or gin. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of drinking alcohol while doing sports, but I'm not doing sport every time, so I like to drink a beer or a good alcoholic drink from time to time. Not too much, but just a little bit. And you see, this is another bike route. I saw this hour sign there, but it was Warngau Mangfalltal route. There are more cars on this road. That's a state road here. ST 2365 2365. It goes to Gmund am Tegernsee. There are also some walking tours here. I came here with a bike during the Corona quarantine. There was no one on the street and the car. It was allowed to do sports, so there was no problem. A lot of people on bikes were running. Sport outside was encouraged, which I found a very good decision to let people do sports outside. Because I mean, you can transmit corona if you are staying close to other people, but if you are running or biking, you have usually a lot of space between the people, so it doesn't help transmitting diseases like this. But you could have done sport outside just with persons living in the same house, which I found very rational decision, like I said. And I've done a lot of sport during Corona because I also had a lot of time. I had 2 weeks holiday. I had another month of parental leave, so a lot of time. And my mother-in-law was also here, so we took care of my daughter, both, or also my wife, and I had time to do sports, like 3 or 4 hours a day. It was a lot of time outside, which is, I mean, perfect in such a period, because in many countries they said to the people, stay home, and some people develop some problem with the mind, and so some psychical problems. But here in Bavaria and in Germany, they said, yeah, you're allowed to go outside, but keep distance to the other people and go together just with the people living in the same household. And the number of cases decreased very fast, so the measures were perfect and also perfect timed. Not too fast, not too late. So I'm very happy to live in Germany, and I like that the politicians, they heard a lot from the scientists while taking these measures, which wasn't the case in most of the countries. So now we are in Gmund on Tegernsee. It's a small village or town, small town more, I think. It has access to Tegernsee lake, which is very, very nice. This bike route doesn't go directly to the lake, but the lake is on maybe 1 or 2 kilometers left from us now. You can do a detour and also visit the lake, take a bath, make some photos, drink a beer at Tegernsee brewery. Now we have to go over the street. Now it's green. A lot of evening rush hour traffic. This village is also very nice. I forgot to say that you can also start from here. There is also here a train station in Gmund. It's on the line between Holzkirchen and Tegernsee. Tegernsee region is very famous as a holiday destination for Germans, but not only. Also some rich people have houses here in Tegernsee. A small tennis place. Tennis field. Sometimes I do a direct translation between German and English. Tennisplatz, tennis place. It's a little bit comic. And we are now closer to the mountains. The pre-Alps are here. That one that you see in front is about 1,100, 1,200 meters high. And you can now see Hirschberg at over 1,600 meters high. And now we cross the railway between Holzkirchen and Tegernsee and Gmund. So Gmund train station is now on the left. Let's take this path. I don't have to go on the road. Too much cars. It will soon get better. I don't know why they don't build this bike path also further. Okay. Another milk cows on a small farm. I like that here in the region there are a lot of small farms, not just a few very big ones and that's it, but it's very pluralistic. There are thousands, I think, of small ones, of small farms. I don't know why they don't build this bike path continuously. Have to go in, go out. And now we'll go right and leave this main road. Rundum Schaftlach, as you see. The sign was there. And now it's getting better. Not so much traffic, just a few bikes here around. The second part is also more forested, so we'll go through some forests also. That's powerful wind. It's a side wind now, comes from left. Sounds of nature. Wind therapy, like waves therapy. I don't know if it functions, but may try. One hour until I left my home, so I didn't start filming right from my home, but as you saw, as we got outside Holzkirchen, that's here. A nice forest. It's very dark forest here. I don't know what to see here through the lenses of my GoPro. I hope you can still see something. And we go over the railway. You are allowed to ride your bike just with 30 kilometers per hour. the bike sign says left. A map here, and we'll go left like it says. Another small village, small but nice. And now we are going right, I think, yes. Schaftlach 5.2. There's also here a small train station. Also a good place to start this road trip. This road round trip, better said. And the train is coming. It's a private train operator. Bayerische Oberlandbahn, BOB. It operates the lines from Munich to Holzkirchen, Tegernsee, Bad Tölzlen, Greece, and Schliersee, Bayerischzell. That's more climb. But on average there are less climbs on the second part. Another nice bench to stop a bit. They are going now pretty much parallel with the railway. You can already see the national road, the B472. So I will cross it again. So we went from north to south of it, and now we are going back north. The road sees a lot of traffic. It was planned, I think, in the 70s or so to build a motorway on this corridor. Now we can cross. But the plans were thrown away, and instead of a motorway, the national road was improved punctually. There are some bypasses of some villages were built, some 2+1 sections. Now we can mostly cope with the traffic, I think, and some other improvements are planned, like a bypass of Bad Tölz. There is a bypass now, but it doesn't bypass the whole town. You still need to go through part of it. And also a bypass of a village here on the left, Warngau, is planned, but a lot of opposition from the locals. Vakirchen, you can see 3.8 kilometers. People are arguing there what's better, a bypass on the north side, on the south side, or a tunnel under the village, which is maybe for such a small village, maybe it costs a lot to do a tunnel when you have no real mountains nearby. But let's see what they decide. I hope they can find the best solution. If the solution should be a tunnel, then build the tunnel. But move the traffic away from the village. That's the most important. Also for locals and people traveling through there. Now we have some unpaved sections, like I said, in the second half, and stop here for a bit just to change the battery of my GoPro. So stopped a little bit, drank some water, replaced the battery, and have a nice view now. Wanted just to show you the mountains, Gotthard, before we go further. So let's go. my cow. I think the cows are having a very nice lives here also. Rund Schaftlach. Oh, nice. Also small church on the right. A farm. We'll go left now. Be here exactly in the same time with this car. Yep. And you can see the bigger village of Schaftlach in front of us. That's a nice village surrounded by forests, as you see, not far from the mountains. It has a train station. Pretty good connections with Munich. I think every half an hour during rush hour and every hour outside rush hour. Don't know what's this, a television tower maybe? Don't know. If you know, I'll be glad to know also. So please write a comment to tell me what's there. Now we go right. Oh, and what's more or less the main street in Shaftlach, I guess. The Schaftlacher Pilgerweg. It's for pilgrims. There's also a pilgrimage area here. Go right. Getting closer to this tower. There's a bakery. another bakery and a small supermarket. Pharmacy. Restaurant. It has everything you need basically. I don't know what it was here. The tower just there, and here's a train station, so you can also start from here. It's officially thought to start from Shaftlach actually. Now we go left. And we'll soon enter a bigger forest. The last houses from Schaftlach. You can also see the signs of our trail. Very nice houses here. Go left, I think. Yes, that's why I recommend you to have the track saved on a GPS, watch or smartphone. There was no sign there. A bit off-road. Hi. Hi, danke. Danke. So I like to go fast here. And we are getting out of the forest, and you can see in front of us the Taubenberg Abbey. That's there. It has a very good beer and a nice terrace there. The Abbey itself sits on a hill, lies on a hill, so you have nice view of the mountains. The beer from Roydberg I can find also in the supermarkets in the area here. I recommend you to enjoy one if you have time, or eat something. Oh, some interesting flying stuff there. Tree, some birthday present or so. So 32 I think. So someone is 32 years old today maybe. Interesting. And that's the village of Sachsenkamm, where Roydberg Abbey lies. And we have a very nice rest area here. You can take a rest if you're tired, or just if you want to enjoy the landscape for a few minutes. That's what you will see. Benedictenwand mountain, 1801 meter, and besides it you can get a glimpse of Karwendel mountains, which are going up to 2700, a little bit more. Birkarspitze is the highest peak there. And a small production facility. I think it can be very nice to work here. It's mountains, mountain view. And now I'll go right. So by going left you would go to Roydberg Abbey and Sachsenkamm village. But we are going right. Nice place to do your break if you're driving a truck. I think the tracks goes here on field because my watch is saying I'm off course. It's not very accurate here. I think it goes like cuts this corner, and we have another nice view of the mountains from here. We see Wendelstein in front of us. On top of Wendelstein there is an astronomical observatory from the Technical University of Munich. Maybe I will film once the trek up to Wendelstein. There is also a railway that goes up there, and also cable car. So it can be pretty congested in summer, on summer weekends. And maybe I'll go and film an after work tour on Wendelstein. And here's a golf course on the left. And we are entering Landkreis Miesbach. That's a administrative division. So we have in Germany. So let's wait before I speak further. So in Germany we have 16 lands, and these lands, the lands are like Bavaria, North Rhine-Westphalia, Berlin, Rhineland-Palatinate, and so on. And these lands are divided into crises. And there are, like, I think over 400 crises in the whole Germany. And we've now entered Landkreis Miesbach. And we were, I think, in Landkreis Bad Tölz-Wolfratshausen for a section of our tour. Now we are in Pisenkam. That's a nice village here. And I think my watch wants me to go left here. Yes, it's like this. Go left. And climb further. About 1.5 hours since I left home. Warngau. You can also go directly to Holzkirchen there. Go left to Holzkirchen. Actually, the signs are saying to go right here, but my watch says go left. I've done this trail once and I was taking the right road, so now I'm taking the left one just to see how it is. The road on the right is quite wide road, not so much traffic, but definitely more than here. Here is actually not allowed to drive with a car unless you are working the fields here. Let's see how it is here. The first time here. Have to climb a little bit. The other routes go through this forest that you see there. There's totally asphalt on the other way, but here it seems to have also an off-road part. So if you don't want to go off-road, just take the signed route. The GPS, as it's posted on Outdoor Active, says to go through here. So pretty dark forest. Or it's just my ear glasses, don't know. Also sign, interesting. There's also a sign of the route here, but back there the bike route was definitely telling me to go right. Interesting. I think the whole route system here in Upper Bavaria in Voralpenland should be revised a little bit, because there are definitely some inconsistencies. It's pretty bumpy here. Definitely not a smooth ride, but that's why I have a mountain bike, so no problem. I'm a little hungry. I have nothing to eat with me, so I'm pushing a little bit faster to go and eat something home. I also hope that my wife is back from work to eat dinner together. It was definitely much nicer than the other way over the road, the asphalt road. I have to climb a little bit now. And I think we are back on asphalt here. The steep. Let's push, 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 push. Pedal to the metal. Servus. So we are in Town Reed now, small village of Town Reed, a few houses around. And a lot of horses. A nice bench to stop. As you see, there are a lot of resting possibilities here. It's very nice to stay for a few minutes, just admire the nature around. There's a football field, beer garden, and you already see Taubenberg. So we are almost back in Warngau, or where we actually started our route. So this is a church in front. We went just near this church in Warngau. Nice view of Taubenberg hill, and we'll go left at this intersection. Let's go left. It seems it's becoming cloudy. Some clouds up north there. Let's go on this bike and footpath. So here actually the next intersection you have to go right to do also the last kilometer of this tour. Could go also right, but I will take another route to Holzkirchen. I will go left, so you'll go right and close the circle. But I'm choosing to show you another way to get back to Holzkirchen. There are many, like 3 or 4 possibilities at least. There's a train station here, and you see Holzkirchen, 5.7 kilometers. There's a train station, and we go right. Also another one is Holzkirchen, 7 kilometers, so it's a bit longer. I chose the one with around 5 kilometers. It's mostly an unpaved way, but in good condition. And we'll go parallel with the railway. Have the railway on the right. Just go parallel with it, follow it up to Holzkirchen, or down to Holzkirchen, better said, as we are descending. It's a very small descent. We have like 50 meters in 5 kilometers. So about 1%. Can barely feel it. So now we go here ahead, not following the road but going here. Holzkirchen, 5 kilometers. And as I told you, it's mostly unpaved road, forest road. Some sheep. There are usually not so many sheep in Bavaria. They are concentrating themselves on cows. It's quite a big forest here they are going through. Goes up until almost Holzkirchen and it ends 1 kilometer before it, 1.5 maybe. Have a railway and power lines using the same corridor here. Nice forest road to bike. Servus. So I mostly say servus in this area. And a horse. Oh, oh, oh. Let's see how we can go around it. On the left. A big horse sports area of Tann is here. People from all over Germany are coming with their horses here. In Tann. And there are some small gardens. People living in the town. And having no garden, they come here and cultivate some stuff, some vegetables. Nice place to drink a beer. And now you can go right. Also left is possible. It will also bring you to Holzkirchen over Tann. But I chose to go right. And we will soon meet the road that we used to at the beginning, where I rode to Warngau. You see this one? It goes under the national road 308 or 307. It's 318. Sorry, 318. And it's a state road that will bring us back to Holzkirchen, that I already filmed on the way to Warngau. As we started I started filming. I started here, or in Holzkirchen on this road 1 kilometer ahead. So you already saw this section, and I think it makes no sense to film it again, even if it's in the other direction. It's nice cows. So I'll draw some conclusion about this tour. It was very nice after work bike ride, about 2 hours. I think around 40 kilometers from Holzkirchen, and it's not so hard, no difficult climbs, very suitable for families with small children. You have a lot of possibilities to eat or drink something, a lot of restaurants. You have also good possibilities to return back by train if you think you are tired or so, or you can naturally shorten the circuit. There are many possibilities. So all in all, a very nice tour for everyone, and I hope you liked the tour, the today tour. And if it's so, I'll be glad if you subscribe to my channel, in order to, as I will be filming a lot of stuff like this also in the mountain, and it would be very nice if you will subscribe to my channel. You will receive a notification when I upload the film, and you won't miss it. And if you have any questions or suggestions, just write a comment, and don't hesitate to push the like button if you found this video interesting. So I think it's enough for now, enough for today, and I'm saying goodbye to you, and till the next time, bye.